premises in this game, in case you haven't been following the series, is we are simulating the economic collapse of the United States, and this is a money game, right? And how you manage your money, how you spend it, you know, you can give everyone the best of everything, and you can live a happy life. But if you can't, uh, you know, cover your own costs, like the concept of a society that consumes and that is serving the world is a lie. That a society that gets accustomed to consuming more than it produces definitely will collapse, because at some point the people that produce the stuff for you go, well, what do we get for it? Why am I working so hard? You know, what's the return for me, right? And if there is no return, then the price of things eventually just goes up, and there's no way around it. And right now, if you look at the U.S., and like look at electronics manufacturing in the U.S. If the U.S. doesn't understand that it's nowhere close to as good as China in that industry, at least, that they really have no alternatives. Like these electronics, like a Nintendo, for example, the Switches. I saw the other day there, none of it's made in the U.S. Yet Americans consume it like candy, and I think that's not a good sign. Like if you don't even make the stuff that you consume, and it's one of the like that's a big seller. That's up there. That's a pretty big like how do you make money on that? Is it just a bunch of middlemen at the top of Nintendo USA that get all the money, and they don't, and they just have some other country make it? Now, at some point, um, you can't just print money and say, well, that's how our economy works. We just print money, right? That there's no other consideration of efficiency or, how to distribute the money, like trusting that other people will distribute it. Like one of the biggest mistakes of free market capitalism is this belief that it trickles down, and that other people will spend accordingly and uh, treat other people with respect. But that's actually not true. Human nature, especially when you can sit, like, think about getting a job, right? For you to not starve in the streets, A, you must pass a job interview. B, you must get enough, convince them that you're worth enough money, that they pay you enough money that it's worth your time, right? But it's so strange that that should be that you depend on someone else, right? And a private, usually just an individual, not it's not a top-down authority that dictates whether you should uh, die in the street or not. It's just someone else who decides it. And if you think that everyone's an honest, fair, rational actor and they're going to have your best interests in mind, that's delusional. There are some people out there, most people, in fact, are just very selfish. They would rather not hire you. And when they do hire, they want to pay you as little as possible. So this whole notion of like economy taking care of itself, it doesn't really. It takes it according to some people. The people at the top think it works fine. If you got a good paying job, a happy life, you think everything's fine, but you're in the minority. And that this show is here to point that out, that not everyone like agrees with your philosophies, and that the things should be like UBI, for example. That's a necessity. That takes out that middleman deciding whether you starve or not.